Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Tommy James, who's going to be coming up in a little minute. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy James Trio. Tommy James, Louis Romanos, and Danny M. Please help me welcome Rebecca to the stage. She has really done so much for Maui in her time here. She's always out there in the community and school gardens, getting her hands dirty, putting her muscles and her hands to work, and planting the future of Maui. And Rebecca, why don't you tell us a bit about the community gardens and what's been going on?
When we decided to put a garden into the Homeless Resource Center. It was through the CPBW grant, which Ray Chandler will talk about more. We went there. The only site they would give us to do a garden was a drainage ditch behind the shelter. It was literally a sand pit drainage ditch. And I'm a permaculture designer, and I've worked in a lot of different places in different countries, but I have never done a garden in a drainage ditch with absolutely no soil. And so I did what any logical person would do, and I called in the experts on the island. And one after the other said, walk away, nothing will ever grow here. And I stood there on the top of this site with tears filling my eyes because I had drawn it up and I had seen it and I had told the people there at the shelter what we were doing, and they were excited. And I sat there wondering if this was impossible and why I would believe in something so much I felt it in my marrow if it was impossible. And I'm sitting there having this conversation, and right then as I'm wondering if I should just give up and walk away, I hear this little voice behind me. And this little voice says, "Auntie, Auntie." And she runs up to me, "What are you doing?" And I looked at her, and she looked like a little 7-year-old version of me. I looked at this drainage ditch and I said, "Well, we are going to create a garden." And she said, "A garden?" She said, "I've never seen a garden before. Can I help?" And the moment she said, "Can I help?" I will never forget for the rest of my life. It brought me to my knees, and all of the fear I had and all of the disbelief I had, I felt those shackles fall away. And I went down on my knees and I looked her in the eyes and I said, "Of course you can help, sweetheart." And I said, "What is your name?" And she held her hand out to me and she said, "My name is Destiny." And she shook my hand hard. I'm just honored to be able to do this work. And I want to bring up our incredible director, Rhiannon Chandler. She is an earth angel.
Hello. Mahalo, everybody. What an incredible night. I'm so excited. Woo! This is like a coming out party of sorts. For those of you who are not familiar with Community Workday program, that's why I'm here. So we are a part of Keep America Beautiful. There are actually 600 organizations like us around the nation and in other parts of the world. But we joined Keep America Beautiful in 1993, and they give us some phenomenal programs to follow. We're very grateful to be a part of them. So we have been caring for the environment since the 90s, doing wonderful things, mostly in the arena of beautification and litter, marine debris, getting people engaged, I would say in a grassroots way, in a way that people can actually do something for the environment. I think there's a lot that we have no control over, but we can't worry about that. There are things we can do today, and Community Work Day program provides the tools to anybody who is willing to care for the environment. We will give you whatever it takes to do that project. You come with your family, you come with your coworkers, your friends. If you say you want to do something for the environment, we will support you. We will be there. We will pick up the trash after your event. We will do whatever it takes to take care of our environment. We love Maui, and we have been loving Maui for a very long time, and I want you guys to know. So here we are, Community Work Day program. People know us for trash. That's why I wear this skirt. We do a lot when it comes to litter and trash, but we don't want there to be trash for us to pick up in the first place. Art of trash. I don't know if you've seen this centerpiece right here. It keeps changing colors. I think it's gorgeous. There are little art of trash items hidden all over there. There's 6 of them here today, different art pieces that were made by the artists that enter this competition. It's more than just trash, of course. It's about recycling, and it's about just thinking about what we are doing to our environment. So we do it every year. It brings about 6,000 people together every year for this event to talk about what trash is doing to our environment and what we're doing with our trash. Communities putting prevention to work. Rebecca talked a little bit about the homeless shelter garden. That was made possible by a grant from the Department of Health. This grant rocked our world, and it really made a big difference in Maui County. Previous to this grant, we were the litter people, the marine debris people. We were planting native plants. We were not doing gardens. But the health department looked at us and said, hey, you have people going outside. They're exercising. They're doing things that they wouldn't do for health. Another thing that I'm very, very proud of is our work with native plant restoration on public spaces. We focus on county land. And one important area that some people are familiar with is in Kihei. It's next to St. Teresa's Church. Kihei, that entire side of the island, was one giant wetland. From Kealia to Makena, the entire thing was a wetland. Today, in the state of Hawaii, we have less than 3% of our land areas left in wetlands. And like Kainoa said earlier, nearly 95% of native plants and animals are on the endangered species list. It's because they're losing their habitats. We are so fortunate to be able to use a greenhouse in Oahu donated by Bioponic Phytoceuticals. Raj and Ami is here tonight. Thank you, Ami. We're so grateful because this greenhouse has put thousands of plants into gardens for children, and it wouldn't be possible otherwise if we didn't have a place like this with water and free hands that could grow free plants in the support of some generous donors like Paris, Cilantro Restaurants, Ulupono Foundation, Makana Aloha Foundation, and their gracious gift to allow these gardens to keep happening. And Maui County is so wonderful. We need to give a round of applause just for the County of Maui, because they are so generous. Honestly, they give more money to nonprofits than any of the other counties in the state, and we have more services than any other island. Maui is no cowboy. We because of all of what we do, the giving and the receiving. So we are Malama Maui Nui. Today is our big Malama Maui Nui event. And my staff member today said, Happy Malama Maui Nui Day. Oh, so cute. So this is my aloha and mahalo to all of you. And to start this and put it in the hands of the next person, who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. He's on Oahu with his family. His name is John De Jesus, and he's a DLNR DoCare officer. If you know what DoCare is, then you know that means he loves the environment. He's protecting it currently, and he has been our board member. He will carry our mission forward. I invite you to support him and this program in all the ways that you ever did, and more into the future, because truly we are doing great things, and I appreciate everybody. I'm going to go to the video. Thank you so much for being here tonight.